What's poppin', y'all? I'm here with a real quick read fresh after yoga class. Um, so the first affirmation I got is today I will not be critical. Today I will not be critical of my appearance or actions. I am perfect the way I am. So heavy on the self-love right now, let's not be too hard on ourselves. I know life is lifing and we are becoming more and more aware of things that we need to grow in and improve in, especially as time go on, and especially as we mature. Not necessarily as we get older, as we mature, we start to learn about things that we need to take accountability for, and it gets rough sometimes. So just try to drop the perfectionism streak, especially if you're trying to start something new, whether it be a relationship, a new job, a new project, or something like that. Just go ahead and start. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be so. What is the word? Grandiose, grandiois, grand. It doesn't have to be so big. You have to start somewhere. Oh, and I got fifth chakra, throat chakra, communication. I communicate openly and honestly to express my thoughts and feelings clearly. I share my inner knowledge freely with integrity and without fear. My aim is to be fully understood by others. So, throat chakra communication. So definitely something with speaking, some type of expression. The wording doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you get the message out. I.e., me, like what I'm doing right now. I just felt on my spirit to do a message, and usually I have the whole setup and the whole shebangles, and I want to do a whole spread and all of this and that and the third, but sometimes it don't take all of that. Sometimes it's just about communicating and expressing yourself freely and in the moment and in the present. I ain't saying be rude. I have a tendency to shoot from the hip too, so there is a way to tailor your words. I am open to giving and receiving praise, and I will be careful not to talk excessively and make it all about me. I create space in my conversations for others to communicate with me. So I also feel like this is about talking positively to yourself as well. So if you find yourself talking negatively to yourself, make sure you check yourself, because the way you talk to yourself is ultimately how you feel about yourself. And believe it or not, it will be reflected back to you in your walk in life. I inquire about others' thoughts and feelings, as listening to their truth can be uplifting. I also kind of feels like that speaks to, like, maybe you shouldn't give a fuck about what other people are saying so much, or maybe you shouldn't criticize or critique others so much, or maybe you shouldn't compare yourself to others so much, and not be so critical of the things that you are doing. So maybe you're falling into the comparison, you're falling into um, just doing that, some type of egoistic way of viewing things, instead of just being true and authentic to yourself. um, yeah, because you're not going to be like the next person, because the next person ain't you. you know and just because they ain't somebody don't mean you ain't somebody too. Bars. All right, we need a Bible card. Fill right out. The steadfast of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3:22 to 23. So this is green. The card is green. So that's like your heart chakra. So your heart chakra, throat chakra, and this card was kind of pinkish, so I feel like it was like root chakra. So throat chakra, heart chakra, root chakra. So yeah, whatever you got weighing heavy on your heart, whether it be about your finances, or your appearance, or how you living currently at the moment, um, have faith. Joy comes every morning. God makes you new every morning as well, so long as you have faith. His mercy never ceases. His love never comes to an end. He sees everything that you're going through. So open up your heart to receive God's love, and then you'll begin to see it around you, and you'll learn that life ain't so bad. But don't be so. I'm here. Don't be so critical of your life. Don't be so critical of your life, or your circumstances. You have the power to change only what you can change. Everything else is just about being in the flow with it, and having faith, and knowing that God is going to provide. So just open up your heart and allow that faithfulness in the Lord to come through, okay? And also the faithfulness in yourself, that you believe that you can come through for yourself. You may not have felt like you've been there for yourself in the past, but just as God make you new every morning, you are made new every morning. So you can start every day, and learn new ways to love yourself and give to yourself, and pour into yourself and have more faith in yourself and learn how to communicate with yourself, because the better you communicate with yourself, the better you can communicate with others. So we're gonna get a crystal card and wrap it right up. Boom, came right out. Tiger's, oh, Tiger's eye. Place this powerful stone on the third eye. During meditation, the high vibrations from the earth and the sun enhances psychic abilities. This has been carried as a protective amulet for centuries. It brings courage and energizes the spirit and balances the chakras. So this is for all of the chakras. So you got the heart chakra, root chakra, and the throat chakra. And this is your solar plexus as well as your sacral chakra. So it's literally all 7 of them except for the third, well, except for the crown. That was the only one that wasn't mentioned, but that's what we got them Bible verses for. Okay, we always gonna put some Lord up in it. So this just makes me feel like don't be so critical of yourself or your circumstances or what you've done in the past or your mistakes, especially if they coming up right now. I just found out we're in like 3 different fucking retrogrades. I think Saturn being one of them, and Saturn is a planet of responsibility, so it's known to bring up old lessons and old shit and old tests to make you take accountability and just kind of also know where you fucked up at. And then also for you to remember where people had you fucked up at so that you can remember to leave them there during the Mercury retrograde. Because some things may feel like unfinished communication or unfinished business when really it's just a wrap. It's just coming back around for you to dead it for good. And have confidence in your decisions and just know that God is going to show up. Have faith in the decisions that you make. Learn to trust yourself more day by day, and just know that you won't let yourself down ever again, no more than you have the capacity to. And that means like you only do what you know better to do in the moment. Every day you're learning. So if you trip and fall over a rock today, tomorrow you won't trip over that same fucking rock unless you ain't paying attention. So communicate, and allow others to communicate with you. Don't go ahead and listen, and don't be so critical of others. Come out of judgment of other people, because you're not perfect either. Nobody is perfect. Don't become a bully or pick on yourself. Yeah, or pick on yourself or pick on others due to your insecurities or the lack of faith or confidence and courage and strength that you have within yourself. My video went out. Start talking their real. Start talking to them, the other side of the people that watch me, the people that are out here comparing yourself with. Like I was saying, the person that you comparing and competing with, that's not the person that's in charge of your healing, and that's not the person responsible for the reason you need to heal. That's your responsibility. That's something that you need to do. It sucks that things happen to us, but they happen to us so that we can learn how to not necessarily prevent them from happening, but how we can grow through them, how we can roll through them, and what we can learn from them so that we can teach other people. Sometimes your purpose is to go through shit to learn, to teach other people. I know that's definitely one of my purposes. Um, but yeah, that's not the answer. Comparing, competing, jealousy, envy, backbiting, betrayal, all due to your insecurities and, like I said, your lack of faith, courage, wisdom, and strength that you have in yourself and that you have in God. That's a you problem. So, in on the flip side, you need to communicate more with God. You need to pray more. You need to write down why you are so angry. Write down your insecurities. Just express yourself in ways to get it out of you so that you can heal. Don't be so critical of other people, because essentially what you are criticizing in other people is what you're criticizing on yourself. It's essentially what you don't like about yourself. And then the last one, it's never too late for God's forgiveness, but sometimes it is a little too late for God's wrath. So, I mean, if you are experiencing your karma, just learn from it. But you can be made new in the morning, so long as your faithfulness in the Lord. And then the last one, the tiger's eye. You may be sending I just heard you may be sending evil eye to people because you're so envious and upset and jealous and dissatisfied with where you are in life. Turn that evil eye into tiger's eye. Transmute that negative energy into positive energy so that you can become more confident in yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to be throwing shots at a brick wall because these people are protected. They have tiger's eye energy. So whatever you send at them is going to bounce right back to you. That's literally what I'm hearing. Um, So have the courage and the faith to pour into yourself. Use that energy to pour into yourself and the person that you want to be. So, well, wow. I know that's the first time I literally had to like read the whole flip side, like the positive and the, the negative side. But both sides, I wish you well.